the question I have for you is, I'm not against the amphitheater thing, but I want to know how much damage it's going to cause to the Veterans Park.
Thank you.
That's what I want to know. I recently got involved in helping, and I see people there, because we're downtown, and when we see strangers walking around town, and they go over there and they spend a lot of time over there. So I want to make sure that that part of it is protected from the amphitheater, the damage, because you know, when they build something here, they damage out here. So we need to protect that area, and I want to make sure that that's what's being done
There, it should not be touched.
at all.
I don't know.
Okay. The second thing I have to say is about the downtown streetscape. It's been kind of botched so far. The timetable has been really screwed up. You know, we're 2 months into this, and we don't have anything done but water and gas, and it's not even done. You know, the 3-month down time for downtown is now going to be 5 months or more, because you know that something always happens. So what happens to the downtown businesses now? The 3-month thing is out the window. Now it's going to be 5 months, 6 months. What happens then?
The company that has contracted, it does have, what do you want to call it, a clause there that says that it must be done by a certain date, or they have to start paying the city.
Okay, well, that doesn't help us. But we're already 2 months into it.
Well, that was, Bill, that was for the water and the gas, and a 130-year-old pipe, you are going to have some issues.
I understand that was supposed to take 1 month to do that, and then it's going to be 3 more months for the construction process. You know,
3 months to be closed down. So the project should be completed in October, completely completed is what is projected from the contractor. And but what we have done is we put up signs, a parking space for each entity that's open.
that was ridiculous as well. 1 parking spot for business is nothing, and people have to go hunting for that 1 spot. That was just a lame idea to try to appease some of the downtown businesses. 1 spot doesn't help anybody with anything.
Phil, that was what was requested by some of our businesses, so we complied with their
But
request.
how does a customer even come to my store, know where our parking spot is located, and what if there's already a car in it? That whole thing didn't even make sense. But the idea that we know it's going to take longer, we know it. And we're killing some of the businesses. And nobody thought about that. Nobody considered the thousands upon thousands of dollars that businesses were losing. And that some were going to flood, others were going to go in the hole, you know. I figure my restaurant was losing $1,500 a day, average, okay? You'll never make that up. You'll never make it up. But I still got a $4,000 a month mortgage to pay. But if I would stay open, I would have lost $3,500 a week, almost every single week, out of pocket. I'm not talking about loss of business, out of pocket. You can't survive, you know? And nobody's talking about the businesses. Nobody's caring about the businesses. Nobody's beyond the parking spot. The parking spot, who cares?
Well, we also have walkability to all the businesses, and we've also put up signs, as we promised we would do,
I saw
to
signs.
say that these businesses are open.
The problem we have is we have an overpopulation. You all know that. Look at us, we're all over. They're not going to walk. Some of them can't walk. You know, we were happy with our clientele because they were older. They were the people that remembered the Sugar Bowl. They were the ones who, you know, wanted to come back to the nostalgic part of it, you know? And now nobody can get there, especially the older people can't get there. And now they've dug up some of the sidewalks, you know, to run the gas lines in. So now it's also a hazard. You know, so that's something that you need to look at, because even with the signs and all that kind of stuff, people aren't going to walk. The liability of people falling. It's tremendous. We actually had a lady in a wheelchair come down Lincoln the other day in front of the Dockery's. And I went out and helped her. We picked her wheelchair up to get her across a ravine where they had dug in to put a gas line. And we carried her to the other side. And then we had to go down towards Engraver's Gallery, and we had to pick her up again and move her over. So, you know, you're gonna have some problems here.
Right.
And I think we need to, and these are all things that nobody thought about, but we need to maybe address.
Well,
Public safety is a big thing.
it is an inconvenience, and we realize that, but, you know, we are behind the times on changing our downtown. There are many cities, Canton is 10, 12 years ahead of Massillon. You know, Worcester is a booming city now because they renovated, and we benchmarked Worcester, we were up in Cleveland, we went to Kent, and you can see Canton, what their downtown looks like. And our engineering company has told us, everybody else is way ahead of you. You need to get moving on this. And they were right. It will help your business in the end. It's just a large inconvenience now. We understand that. And that's why we're pushing things out on Facebook. We're pushing things out with the signs and adding a parking space, because when we went to the chamber meeting, that was a concern, the DMA meeting, or the Main Street meeting. That was a concern that some of the business owners said, was that they needed a specific parking spot. So we did that as well for you. We have public parking that we put on our website to let people know where to park publicly so that they can access your building. But I can tell you, I was down at Smiley's 2 times last week for dinner, and he said he has no problems on Sundays. He's packed. So there is still revenue to gain if you like push through it. And I know it's hard.
Yeah, it was too much for me. The loss, you know, $7,000 in 2 weeks was way too much money for me to start dropping off.
I understand.
You know, I had to make a tough choice to stop the bleeding. And I don't regret doing that. But it doesn't say that I don't regret losing the amount of money that we were going $45,000 a month. You know, and times 6 months, that's a lot of money.
I agree. And soon you'll be able to get back open, and we'll all come down and we'll patronize your business
In October.
and get you back up and running.
Yeah.
But I apologize, but this is something that it's painful to do, but it's necessary to do.
Time will tell.
I want to say one more